When is Queen's birthday in New Zealand and around the world? The Queen's birthday holiday is a movable feast celebrating the birthday of Queen Elizabeth II, who is not only Queen of Great Britain but also Queen of New Zealand. In New Zealand, the Queen's birthday holiday occurs on the first Monday in June. The sovereign's birthday has been officially celebrated since 1748. It is a tradition that if a British monarch has a birthday that doesn't fall in the UK summer months, they can have a second official birthday. This is because having a summer birthday means a higher chance of good weather during the Trooping the Colour parade for the monarch's birthday. Elizabeth Alexander Mary of the House of Windsor was born on April 21, 1926. In 1952, after the death of her father, King George VI, Elizabeth succeeded to the throne and was known thereafter as Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen is the monarch of 16 countries, the United Kingdom and 15 Commonwealth realms. Why the Queen celebrates two birthdays? A November-born king, he wanted a birthday when the weather was warmer and brighter for outdoor celebrations. King George II combined this second birthday with the annual military parade known as Trooping of the Colour. And this is why the Queen's official birthday and event exist on the same day. Why does the Queen have two birthdays? Queen Elizabeth II has two birthdays each year, her actual birthday in April and an official one celebrated on the second Saturday in June. The two birthdays tradition for monarchs began with King George II back in 1748. A November-born king, he wanted a birthday when the weather was warmer and brighter for outdoor celebrations. King George II combined this second birthday with the annual military parade known as Trooping of the Colour. And this is why the Queen's official birthday and event exist on the same day. Whilst Her Majesty's second birthday now falls on a Saturday, it wasn't always the case. Originally, Queen Elizabeth II marked her official birthday on the second Thursday of June. This was notably the same day as her father's official birthday, King George VI. However, in 1959, after 7 years on the throne, the Queen changed it to the second Saturday in June. As for future monarchs, it's thought that when Charles becomes king he will stick to the tradition. Especially as King George II, his birthday falls in November. On the other hand, Prince William and his son Prince George's birthdays both take place in the summer. Though they'll probably continue the practice, much like the Queen does who has a spring birthday. When was the Queen born? Queen Elizabeth II was born at 2:40 a.m. on April 21, 1926 in a townhouse in Mayfair, London. Named Elizabeth Alexander Mary, she was the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, who later became King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mother. A rather unusual birth, Her Majesty was not born in a palace or hospital. Instead, the Queen's parents had just moved into the house on 17 Bruton Street, which belonged to her Scottish grandparents, the Earl and Countess of Strathmore. She arrived via caesarean. The Queen was named Elizabeth after her mother, whilst her middle name was a tribute to her father's grandmother Alexandra, who died 6 months prior to Her Majesty's birth. Her second middle name Mary is also significant, being the name of King George VI's mother and Elizabeth's grandmother. Whilst officially Elizabeth, she was known affectionately by the nickname Lilibet when young. The story goes that as a toddler Queen Elizabeth struggled to pronounce her first name properly. And Lilibet was one attempt that her grandfather King George V picked up on and used to imitate and call his beloved granddaughter. How does the Queen celebrate her birthday? Queen Elizabeth II's birthday on April 21 is usually a private affair that she celebrates with her family and close friends. However, there are two public military salutes that also take place to mark the Queen's actual birthday on the day itself. In the capital, there is a 41-gun salute in Hyde Park and a 62-gun salute at the Tower of London. Whilst in Windsor, a 21-gun salute is carried out in Windsor Great Park, near the castle. Aside from the gun salute, the Queen's birthday is quite a modest affair as confirmed by the royal family's website. The Queen usually spends her actual birthday privately, a statement reads. Though this is the case for most years, special activities are arranged and held for milestone birthdays. For her 90th birthday in 2016, the Queen celebrated with a walkabout on the streets outside Windsor Castle. This saw her greet fans and receive a birthday cake from GBBO star Nadia Hussain. Special photographs are additionally released by Buckingham Palace to commemorate the Queen's bigger birthdays. In 2016, 3 photos were shared to mark her 90th. Captured by celebrity photographer Annie Leibovitz, the pictures showed the Queen posing with family members and her beloved pet dogs. Just last year, Her Majesty turned an incredible 95 years old, and to celebrate the milestone was marked by a special 95th birthday coin. Though a big birthday age-wise, it also proved to be an additional new milestone for the monarch. This is because it marked the Queen's first birthday since the death of Prince Philip, her beloved husband of 73 years. How does the Queen celebrate her official birthday? Every year, to mark the Queen's second birthday in June, a special 41-gun salute takes place in London's Green Park. This is followed by a military affair known as Trooping the Colour, which additionally celebrates the monarch. It is a long-held tradition that has commemorated the official birthdays of British kings and queens for over 260 years. Several members of the royal firm join Her Majesty for the occasion, that takes place in and around Buckingham Palace. What is Trooping the Colour? Trooping the Colour is a special military ceremony involving members of the British and Commonwealth armies. The event usually goes in June every year. 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses and 400 musicians are all involved in the celebration to honour the head of state. Members of the public line the Mall in London to see the parade. The Queen and royal family members travel from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards Parade. Traditionally, the Queen would make this journey on horseback behind her soldiers. However, she has travelled by horse and carriage in recent years. At Horse Guards Parade, Her Majesty is greeted by a royal salute. She then goes on to inspect her troops dressed smartly in their red ceremonial uniform and bearskin hats. A special musical performance from the military bands follows. Then the escorted regimental colour, or flag, is passed down the ranks of soldiers. This is where the ceremony gets its name from, with senior officers marching in front of troops, known as trooping, and waving their regimental flag, known as colours. Each year a different flag representing a different regiment is waved. The Queen then returns to Buckingham Palace with her family. The royals gather on the balcony to watch a flypast by the Red Arrows of the Royal Air Force. Why is the Queen's birthday in Australia different? The Queen celebrates her birthday differently in Australia, which falls on the second Monday of June, after the Queen's official birthday in the UK. The reason for this is that Australia is a constitutional monarchy, with the English monarch as head of state. As a result, the Queen's birthday is a public bank holiday where many Australians have a day off work. The monarch's birthday was first celebrated in Australia in 1788. In that year, King George III was on the throne and Governor Arthur Phillip declared a holiday to mark his birthday. Originally, the monarch's birthday was celebrated on their actual date of birth. However, after the death of King George V in 1936, the date remained close to his birthday, which was June 3. The Queen has visited Australia an incredible 16 times during her reign, with her last trip in 2011.